Now, here's the deal. We told y'all that Billy Joe Saunders had no fucking chance, right? We told y'all this. Now, the fight itself, right, showed that Billy Joe Saunders could have been on his way to a moral victory, right? But we told y'all it didn't matter what Billy Joe Saunders did, as I have the scorecards up on your screen. There's no way Billy Joe Saunders was going to win this fight on the scorecards. Now, Billy Joe is what, 30-0 with 14 knockouts, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have the power. First of all, Canelo's got one of the best chins in boxing. That's number one, right?
Yep.
I said before, he's up there with Gennady Golovkin, Danny Garcia, and many others that have good chins in boxing. So with Billy Joe with a record in which not even half his motherfucking fights, I believe, right off the top of my dome, he doesn't even have knockouts in, and he's not fighting any world beaters. He's fighting niggas like Chris Eubank Jr., Artur Akavov, right? Shifat Asufi, right?
Right.
He could not knock out Canelo Alvarez. So we told, and where's my man Andrew Maguire? I knew he wasn't going to come back in here. I told him, I said, bro, are you talking about moral victory? Or are you talking about an actual victory in Dallas, which is Texas, which is called Little Mexico, where Canelo is known to have the judges in every fight he's ever been in almost. Even a fight where he's not even the most popular fighter in the ring, and that's against Floyd Mayweather Jr., still had one judge, gave it a draw. You really don't understand, or you really don't think this motherfucker, or you really believe this motherfucker was going to win that fight? That's the first thing. The second thing is this, and this, everything I'm saying is leading to my point that I'm getting to. You got motherfuckers talking about here, scorecards don't matter, right? But they're not listening. And I'm going to tell you motherfuckers right now, if you are a one-dimensional thinker, basically you a stupid motherfucker, and you don't know how to think between the lines, bruh, you see something and you take it as is, get the fuck off my page on Facebook and get the fuck out of my chat on YouTube. Dip right now. I'd rather have 5 motherfucking followers than thousands of niggas that don't know shit. Right? That's what I'd rather have. And understanding it ain't got nothing to do with Canelo. We already told you Canelo was going to win. Canelo's my #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Canelo's #1 on the Three Kings Boxing top 10 list. He's #1 and was on there before the Billy Joe Saunders fight. But what I want y'all to understand is this. If you don't think in between the lines, bruh, about what's happening to the sport of boxing and how shit is happening right in front of your fucking eyes, right? Shit is happening right in front of your fucking eyes, dog. And you don't understand that you're being fucking bamboozled, just dip. Because I don't have time to get motherfuckers that don't think on a 3-dimensional level to catch up. I ain't got time to get you niggas caught up, man. Billy Joe Saunders sold his O, ladies and gentlemen. This was obvious. Let me tell you something. The reason why I mentioned the judges trying to fight Canelo in Texas, right? He got the ring size, which really doesn't fucking matter. All it did was give him a moral victory in a fight in which, if you look at these scorecards, he damn almost needed a knockout to win. Almost. It was getting to that point.
Yep.
Right. Carlos, nobody's making excuses on here. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Just leave. You're not understanding. Get the fuck out. Or listen before commenting. We told y'all he had no chance. So if we know he had no chance, which the scorecards are showing you this, with exception of Tim Cheatham, right? Then he knew he had no chance. Billy Joe Saunders knew he had no chance, bro. So where it turns into bamboozlement is that he was only fighting Canelo Alvarez for that almighty British pound, nigga.
That's it.
That's it. Evidenced by when he got hit with one big uppercut, which possibly broke his orbital bone. Fuck it, we'll say it did break his orbital bone. He didn't even try to come back out. I'm going to talk about that, Hamza. I got you. He didn't even try to come back out. His trainer's like, hey, man, what the fuck? Hey, man, what the fuck, dog? You coming or not? Billy Joe just sitting there like, I'm done, mate. I've made my millions. So his trainer said, okay, fuck it. Fight's off. He doesn't want to fight. Right? His trainer didn't immediately call the fight off. He's asking Billy Joe, hey, man, what's up? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gladiator sport. It's suspected at the time of this video is being made that his orbital bone is broken.
Right.
They will come back with news saying, yes, his orbital bone is broken. They will say that. I'm telling you that now. Right? I'm telling you that now. Andres, you got one more comment before you boot it. They will say his orbital bone is broken. But what me and Bo were getting ready to do for you guys is give you a complete rundown of so many motherfucking fighters that have fought with broken orbital bones, broken jaws, fucking ear hanging off their head and shit, and continue to fight. So if you're sitting there saying, yeah, Billy Joe should have quit, you're a fucking beta male. Get out of my chat and get off my fucking page. This is a gladiator sport. A broken orbital bone in a high stakes fight like this, where your title's on the line, or the opportunity to become the only unified champion in your division, and then your next fight is a guaranteed undisputed fight, you better give me at least one more fucking round. You don't stop right there. Agreed. Exactly. Actual facts, broken hands, fighting with one arm and all that shit.
Yep.
Fighters of yesteryear have fought with worse. And all you beta male niggas out there talking about, yeah, he should have quit, Mike. Mainly British cats and Mexicans. The fuck, Holmes, he should have quit ese. Fucking Canelo, ese. Canelo. Canelo. It's not a serious thing, Tammy. It's not as serious as you're saying. There's too many people out there that have fought with broken orbital bones. And Tammy, I have fought with plenty of injuries. Plenty as an amateur fighter and as a goddamn mixed martial artist. So I've done both. So it's not an opinion of somebody who's just talking. I've done it both. Anything else, Tammy? At the end of the day, boxing history has shown that other fighters have fought with broken orbital bones or worse injuries. That is the situation here. So that tells you, as soon as he got a little bit of adversity, he said, fuck it, I've got my millions, Mike. No need for me to go out there and go out on my shield. I'm not a fighter. I've got my millions. That's what the fuck he did. And you stupid ass fans out there that are co-signing this shit, you've been bamboozled and don't even understand. You are the blight of why boxing does not get the fights that we want. You are the blight of the reason as to why the judges will cheat a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You are the blight in boxing that we have to deal with as media fucking people when it comes to trying to explain to people, hey, this guy right here is a 2 or 3 division champion. Why is he not worthy to get this fight over here? Right, still proven. He said just some recent shit. Bobby Jack had his damn brain falling out of his motherfucking skull and fought through. And it was for an interim title, I think, still.
Yeah, it was.
Because he fought Marcus Brown when his goddamn eye was cut like that.
Sure was. That nigga had a split. That nigga had 2 heads.
Look at Tony Weeks's shirt. Look at Tony Weeks's shirt. Whenever he was reffing that fight, his shirt is complete. Refs have blue shirts. His shirt was completely red.
Yep.
Bo, give me a rundown of the fighters' names that actually fought on. Oh, we gonna back up the shit that we talk. Understand, people. Yep. This is as real as it gets. So if you don't like realness, get the fuck out of here. Because like I said, I'd rather have people that think on a 2 or 3 dimensional level than motherfuckers that watch something and take it as is. I don't want you around me. Get out of here. Bo, tell these people who out there, just a quick little list that we have compiled in literally like 5 minutes, right?
Off the dome.
Off the dome too. And you all can go research every last one of these names. people that have actually fought with worse injuries, or at least we're going to start with the same injury that Billy Joe Saunders got and continued to fight. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay. I'm going to give y'all one. Listen. Meldrick Taylor, both his eyes was fucked up. He was beaten. His face was swollen against Chavez. Now, what y'all gonna say? Oh, he got knocked out. No. Richard Steele stopped the fight when Meldrick Taylor got back up with 10 seconds left to go in the last fucking round.
Right.
Taylor fought all that fight with a swollen fucking face. So before y'all try to say, oh, he got no. Watch the tape. Taylor from round probably 6 on fought with his fucking face swollen.
Yep.
Okay? And then Richard fucking Steele in the last round, 10 seconds to go, after administering a count because Taylor got knocked down, when Taylor took a split second to not respond, stopped the fight. That's Meldrick Taylor. All right? Andre Berto had the ET face when a nigga fought Robert Guerrero.
Yes, sir.
The nigga had the ET face, nigga. ET fought him. He had the ET face, nigga. That shit was a meme.
Yep.
Finished the motherfucking fight against Robert Guerrero. Kevin Kelly got thumbed in the motherfucking eye, swollen the fuck up shut, broken shit. Knocked out Derek Janer in like the next round or two with that swollen fucking eye.
Was that the rematch? No, that was the first fight.
No, that was the first fight.
That was the first fight.
Yep. Antonio Margarito had his broken twice against Manny Pacquiao and Miguel fucking Cotto.
And let me comment on that. Well, I don't know if no. Margarito didn't have his eye socket broken against Miguel Cotto.
No, yeah.
Hold on. Margarito broke Miguel Cotto's eye socket. Oh, we getting to that, Andrew. You're right. We getting to that though, fam.
Hold on, yeah.
Hold on, Bo. Antonio Margarito broke Miguel Cotto's orbital bone, and Cotto kept fighting. Manny Pacquiao broke Antonio Margarito's orbital bone, and in that fight, we didn't even fucking know Antonio Margarito had a broken orbital bone until like 3 days later.
Yep.
We didn't even know. He kept fighting. Miguel Cotto's eyes were fucked up like crazy. That nigga looked like ground beef, Miguel Cotto. We knew something was going to be fucked up on Miguel. We just didn't know. Later on, we found out what? He had a broken fucking orbital bone against Antonio Margarito and kept fighting. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay.
We're not done. Go ahead.
No, hell no, we're not done. We're not done at all. A long fucking shot. Francisco Vargas. His shit was fucking broken against Takashi Miura, and that nigga went on to win the fucking
fight. Got his orbital bone broken midway into the fight against Takashi Miura, which, by the way, was, I believe, a candidate for Fight of the Year.
Yep.
And won the fight with a broken orbital bone. Hey, hold on. This is the same injury Billy Joe Saunders is saying he has, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And by the way, right now it's suspected. They don't even know yet. But we're just giving him the benefit of the doubt because I believe as 2K is almost always fucking right. If you're watching this goddamn show all the goddamn time, I'm almost always fucking right. I'm telling you, they're going to come back and say, yes, he had a broken orbital bone, Mike.
Yep.
So that all of you sheep out there will side with him and won't think the obvious, which is he bowed out of the fight because he already got his millions.
Yep.
These are the same injuries we're saying these guys fought on with, all of these names, and we'll run it again just in case you niggas are hard of hearing. We'll run it again.
Yep.
Same injury they fought on. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay. Miguel Cotto did bust up Margarito's eye in the second fight. And the doctor stopped that one, though.
Gotcha.
The doctor stopped that one. But he broke it early, and Margarito kept fighting. It took the doctors to jump in, be like, no, let's stop that.
Yep.
Okay. Arturo Gatti. Y'all remember the famous scene? Close your eye. How many feet? Close your eye. Remember that scene? Arturo Gatti shit. Fucked up. majorly fucked up when he fought a cat by the name of Wilson Rodriguez for the IBF Superweight title. Arturo Gatti knocked that nigga the fuck out. Won the fight.
Yep.
All right. Now we know his shit was broken against Nonito Donaire.
Yes, sir. That was an
Jose
excellent fight.
Yep.
Noe suffered a broken orbital bone, I believe, in the 8th round or 9th round of that fight, and continued the fight and won. Go ahead, Bo.
Jose Tanaka had both his shit broken against Angel Acosta.
That's the best one. Angel Acosta, one of the hardest punchers in boxing today. I believe his record was like 28-0, or at the time, 28-0, 28 knockouts, something stupid like that. Yep. It was a perfect record. Jose Tanaka goes in there and fights him, gets both of his orbital bones broken. Not just one, not the one Billy Ho is saying right now. Mm-hmm. From one uppercut from Canelo, he couldn't get up from his stool. No. Jose Tanaka broke both of his orbital bones against Angel Acosta. Both of them. And won the fight.
Right.
Became the WBO light flyweight champion with 2 broken orbital bones. Now, those 2 broken orbital bones fucked up a fight that he was going to have right after that, which was a unification against Ryuichi Taguchi. But Taguchi declined the fight any goddamn way.
He sure did.
So it wasn't going to happen anyway. Now, I know 90% of you dumb motherfuckers out there don't know who Jose Tanaka is because you don't watch the smaller weight fighters, but still want to have an opinion about, like Tammy over there earlier, a broken orbital bone. It's a serious injury, 2K. Stop. You've never done it. Don't even know who the fuck I am, but ready to say that I've never done it. That's how stupid people are. Jose Tanaka fought with 2 broken orbital bones and still moved on to become the fastest 3-weight champion, tied it with Vasyl Lomachenko. Motherfuckers don't even know who he is, to the point where they never even mentioned that. They said, Vasyl Lomachenko beat, I can't remember the Australian dude's name. He beat his record as the fastest 3-weight champion. But then Jose Tanaka turned around and did it right after that.
Yep.
And they didn't even mention it. Didn't even mention it. Because they don't know who. And these are people in boxing. These are boxing commentators and so-called boxing enthusiasts. Didn't even mention it. So he broke both his orbital bones and then still went on to become a fucking 3-division champion. Go ahead, Bo. We're not done.
We're not done. Diego Corrales. Remember his fight with Jose Luis Castillo? His shit fucked up.
Yep.
And went on and knocked the nigga out. he was getting beat the fuck up. Because remember, that's when I think Castillo came in like 4 pounds overweight and shit.
Yep.
And Corrales was like, all right, fuck it. Fuck it. We'll fight anyway.
Yep. Who else?
Okay. Gabe Rosado. This nigga had a broken orbital bone and detached retina when he fought David Lemieux.
Sure did. Not run that back. I'll run it back. When Gabe Rosado fought David Lemieux, he had a broken orbital bone and a detached retina. That's much worse than Billy Ho. Now, granted, Gabe Rosado is not a world champion, right? Never has been a world champion. And even when he was fighting David Lemieux, one could say he could never be a world champion because Gabe Rosado was never that gifted. Which means that he had much more of a reason to bow out of that fight than Billy Ho did against a unification with Canelo Alvarez. That's what I said. If you don't think on at least a 2-dimensional level, get the fuck out of here, because you're not going to understand pure 100% logic. Go ahead, Bo. We're not done.
I know this is too easy, y'all. It really is. Ebony Bridges just had her shit swollen so shut, niggas was doing a black eye challenge, and she fought on.
Yep. Against Shannon Cortine.
Shannon
I
Cortine.
was completely shut, closed. She had a big ass alien. She had Kawato nigga from Total Recall sitting on her fucking face.
Yeah.
Kept fighting. Didn't bow out of the fight.
Nope.
Oh, and that fight was just for the WBA title. Nothing, no unification or anything.
Unification, yeah, right.
Just a regular title.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, you know, no legacy fight on the line, nothing like that. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it was a legacy fight, but it's just a regular title. It wasn't a unification, and even if she would have won, there was no guarantee that she would have gotten a unification right after that, and there's no guarantee that she would have been given a fight for undisputed after that. So she had no guarantees. Billy Joe had a guarantee. Eddie Hearn would have set up either a rematch with Canelo, right, which is most likely going to happen, or he would have gotten a possible Caleb Plant fight after that. He had options guaranteed after this fight, bro. Right? Now, here's the deal. Provoke Esports team. It was his corner who wouldn't let him go back out. Try having yours broken and then wanting to fight. You sound so dumb that you want someone to continue to fight against the best pound for pound like that. You fucking pussy. Get out of my chat, pussy. Get out. You're a pussy. And I guarantee you couldn't fuck with me. I've never gotten my orbital bone broken because I was too slick to get hit in that fashion, nigga. As an amateur. When I had a little bit of an amateur career in MMA, I didn't get my orbital bone broken there either. However, I did break opponents' noses, and they kept fighting as well. Oh, by the way, we weren't getting paid either. This is amateur boxing. I've broken several opponents' nose, and they kept fighting on with no pay. Now, you're right. It was his corner that wouldn't let him go back out. But Pussy Esports team, go back and look at the footage. They're discussing it with him. What the fuck conversation do you think they're having, you dumb motherfucker? Do you think they're in the corner talking about what type of bitches they're going to go get after the fight? No, you stupid motherfucker. They're talking about, hey, do you want to fight, Billy? Hey, do you want to fight, Billy? Billy, what's wrong? Hey, what's the problem? Billy's just sitting there. He's got a dumbass look on his face. He's talking back. Then his corner turns around and waves the fight off. Pussy Esports team, get your beta male ass out of my fucking chat. Go ahead, Bo. We're not done.
Okay, hold on. I want to pig you on that right there. Here's the problem with what you're saying is number one, Billy Joe Saunders made fun of Kell fucking Brooks when he thought Kell Brooks quit because of a broken fucking orbital bone.
Sure did.
He made fun of him. Billy Joe made fun of Daniel Dubois when he fucking did it against Joe Joyce.
Sure did.
He did the same thing to them two motherfuckers.
So at one point, he didn't think a broken orbital bone was that serious of an injury to bow out of a fight. But when it comes to him, it is that serious. But here's the problem. Those guys were not fighting, right, for a unification that could possibly lead to an undisputed bout. They weren't fighting for that. But he had the audacity to make fun of them.
Yep.
Your fight was much more pertinent to one's career, right? Than those two guys fight, especially Daniel Dubois. He was just fighting to get, be a world level contender. Yep. He's already ranked that high. But you know how the UK is. They have their own circuit. You got to win on the UK circuit and you're given division. Then they move you to world level. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So he was, even though he's already ranked within, one or two, maybe even three of the four major sanctioning bodies at heavyweight, he still had to get past the UK circuit. And that's what would have happened if he would have kept fighting against Joe Joyce, right? But that's all that was on the line for him. It wasn't no unification that could possibly lead to undisputed. So BJS talking shit about Kell Brook and Daniel Dubois, but then doing the same thing You're still going to side with him? You're still going to side with him? And we gave you several fucking example after example after example after example after example of real warriors still fucking fighting after getting the same injury or worse. You're still going to side with him? We're not done. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay.
Still got more fighters that.
Oh yeah.
Still got more fighters that fought on.
With
the same injury or worse. Go ahead, Bo.
Oh yeah, and by the way, in that interview where he made fun of Daniel Dubois, Billy Joe's also quoting and saying, "You have to go out on your shield."
Sure did say that.
He's quoted as saying that.
You have to go out on your shield. So basically, translation, what he said was, it's rubbish. You have to go out on your shield, unless it's me, mate.
Right.
That's what he said. Translation. Go ahead, Bo. We're not done. Who else fought on with the same injury or worse and didn't quit?
Miesha Tate.
Oh, isn't that a woman?
That's a woman.
Now, a lot of you, hold on. A lot of you male chauvinists out here, right? Because there's a lot of you motherfuckers out there are going to say, oh man, that's some bullshit, right? But a woman is tougher than Billy Joe Saunders. Go ahead, Bo. What happened?
She had a broken orbital bone when she fought Sarah McCain in UFC 183, McMahon, I'm sorry, and she fucking won.
And she won the fight with a broken orbital bone. So a woman is documented tougher than Billy Joe Saunders. For all you male chauvinists out there that back Billy Joe Saunders, oh, you should leave the train immediately now. Yeah. You should do. Because you don't think women are capable. Because let me say this, Bo. There's a lot of motherfuckers that say stupid shit. Because I used to have a hashtag, real men watch women's boxing, right? Or real boxing fans watch women's boxing. That's what I said, right? So when we report on women's boxing, right? Hey, get the fuck out of here, Miles.
Yeah, go on then.
Goodbye.
Dip. Shit.
Beta.
You don't like what's being said?
You're a beta male.
Fuck out of here. Happy Mother's Day. Fucking beta male. Happy Mother's Day. Beta males. Happy Mother's Day.
And he's UK. He said, I'm done with this trash. These lot are talking. We don't talk like that in America. So he's from the UK. These lot. We don't say that dumb shit. He's from the UK.
Don't even got a picture, so you might be a motherfucker that we kicked out earlier. Get out of here.
Exactly. Get your bitch ass out of here, beta. A lot of you UK niggas is beta males anyway. Don't care. So basically the situation here is that all you male chauvinists out there that back Billy Joe Saunders, right? You should leave the train. It's over. Because you think women are incapable, right? Are incapable of doing the same things that a man can do. You're a male chauvinist. However, Miesha Tate showed that she is a tougher fighter than Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh, it just wasn't Miesha Tate.
Oh, shit. There's another woman?
Yes.
Oh. Continue on, Bo. Sorry.
A British fighter by the name of Molly McCain fought with a broken orbital bone in 2009. UFC fighter against a chick named Priscilla. I can't pronounce this name, but I'll spell it. Cachoeira. Back in 2019. Damn, if you type her name in, there's pictures of her with her shit stitched up from her eye to her cheekbone.
Oh, man,
and the bitch won the fight.
Another woman tougher than Billy Joe Saunders. Now, I'm used to seeing this in today's day and age. Like, what was that boy named? Miles H. Whitshire. This nigga's last name is Whitshire. He's from the UK. Whitshire, nigga? He's from the UK. Guys like Miles, I've seen on an everyday basis, even in the boxing gym, women are tougher than niggas like that. Right?
Yep.
Much tougher. I agree, Julio. That scorecard had no problem with Tim Chetham's 77-75 for Canelo. Had no problem with that.
Yep. That was about right.
I will tell you guys my scorecard in a minute here. But guys like Miles, I've seen women way tougher than that motherfucker, man. Way tougher. So I'm not surprised to hear that these women fighters are tougher than Billy Joe Saunders. Not surprised at all. Didn't Clarissa Shields punk that nigga anyway?
Yes,
Sure did. Sure did. But at the end of the day, this is what people aren't understanding is that this is a gladiator sport. Take it from a fucking fighter.
Yep.
Bo fought as well. The first thing they teach you when you walk in the gym is don't quit. Now, if you tell the trainer that you will quit, or you don't give any indication that you want to continue, your trainer will oblige, which is what happened here. The discussion was had with Billy Joe Saunders, and Billy Joe did not show any indication that he wanted to continue. So his trainer waved off the fight. I have no problem with the trainer waving off the fight because Billy Joe did not want to continue. Even when his trainer waved off the fight, Billy Joe had no qualms with the decision. He didn't bat an eyelash. The footage is there. Go look at it. But a trainer will tell you when you first walk into a gym, you put your motherfucking heart out there in the boxing ring and you don't quit. Now, whether Billy Joe Saunders quit because of his injury, which we just ran down a list. By the way, Bo, is there any more that we need to say?
Oh yeah. We can talk about the ones where motherfuckers suffer. Like this is
Hold
not.
on.
Go ahead.
All right, hold on. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
So, at the end of the day, right? Even if he quit, let's say he quit with an injury, right? At the end of the day, we just ran down a list of fighters that did not quit with the same injury, women and men. Some of them went on to win. Now, some people are like, oh, man, but he's thinking about his future. Well, some of those people that we just named went on to achieve more than Billy Joe Saunders, like Kosei Tanaka, for example, with probably the worst injury with 2 broken orbital bones and still won the fight. He went on to achieve more than Billy Joe Saunders, right?
Yep.
There's others on that list that went on to achieve more, right? Miguel Cotto achieved more than Billy Joe Saunders, right? There's others on that list. So that right there kills the argument that he should have quit off of just one uppercut, by the way. And also, Canelo wasn't really landing shots to the face like that. Billy Joe had a pretty decent defense in this fight. He was catching a lot of Canelo shots, and he was doing a lot of movement. A broken orbital bone does not stop your movement. Nonito Donaire with his broken orbital bone, right? Against Nonito Donaire.
Right.
He's accomplished more than Billy Joe Saunders. Before and now. He's a unified champion at 118. Billy Joe Saunders has never been a unified champion in any weight division. Not at 160, not at 168. So that completely kills the argument that a broken orbital bone, only being hit by one uppercut, should have caused him to quit in this fight. It kills it. Now if we go to, okay, he quit because he already got his money and there was no reason for him to endure any more damage because he got his money. That's where fans have been bamboozled. And if you're a fan of Billy Joe Saunders, you should not co-sign that. Because as a fan of a fighter, which you should never be, you should always be a fan of the sport and the sport only. I'm upset for the fans, bro. I'm not upset because Canelo won. I don't give a fuck that Canelo won.
Nobody cares about that. We told y'all he would anyway.
Yeah, I don't care that Canelo won the fight. We already knew Canelo was going to win the fight. We said it didn't matter what Billy Joe Saunders did in this fight, as those 2 scorecards outside of Tim Cheatham's, as we have on the goddamn screen here, showed you Billy Joe, in my opinion, won more than 3 rounds. And that's going to give you my scorecard. I actually had Billy Joe winning the fight. But Canelo was closing in, but I knew Canelo was going to win even on my scorecards. I knew it. But I had Billy Joe. I'm sorry, I didn't have Billy Joe win. I'm sorry, guys. I had it a draw. My bad.
Right.
I had it a draw. Sorry, guys. I had a 76.
You had him winning going into the 8th round, though.
No, I didn't. I had it. Yeah, I had him winning going into the 8th round. Canelo took the 8th round with that uppercut, right? Broke his shit. And I had it 76-76 before the 9th round. Absolutely. So I'm telling you right now, even with my scorecard, I still think Canelo would have won this fight. So we don't care that Canelo won. We care about a so-called gladiator not going out on his shield when we have seen many others do so and go on to have great careers after they did so. Name some more fighters, Bo, that had gruesome injuries as well that continued to fight.
Arthur Abrams.
That's my favorite one.
That jaw injury, I guess, what was it, Edison Miranda?
His fucking jaw was hanging off his face, and that was early in the fight. That was the 4th round, bro.
Yeah.
That was the 4th round. His fucking jaw was hanging off his fucking face, man. And he continued from round 4 all the way to round 12 and won the fight. Mind you, this is early in Arthur Abraham's career. He went on to become a 2-division champion. So don't tell me Billy Joe was thinking about his future. There's plenty of other fighters that have had gruesome injuries or the same injury as Billy Joe that went on to do excellent in their careers after that. Who else, Bo?
Oh, Vasil Lomachenko tore his shoulder when he fought Jorge Linares and wound up knocking Linares the fuck out.
Sure did, with a body shot to the liver.
With a body shot with a fucked up shoulder. And we already know what kind of career this nigga had.
Who else, Bo?
Oh, Andre Berto. He tore his shoulder up when he fought Jesus Soto Calas. Tore it up early and fought on before finally being stopped. Because he couldn't even raise the motherfucker. And Calas kept landing that same goddamn punch because he couldn't get his arm up to protect himself.
Who else?
Sugar Ray Leonard returned from a detached retina and beat Marvin Hagler.
Sugar Ray Leonard retired because he had a detached retina and came back with no tune-up.
No tune-up.
And fought Sugar Ray Leonard. And fought Marvin Hagler. And then continued to fight on. He beats Marvin Hagler and continues to fight on. Now look at Sugar Ray Leonard today. He's actually more well off than all the other guys, the big 4. He's more well off than Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns is like, he's speaking in broken English, right? Rest in peace to Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard are probably on the same level until Marvin Hagler died out of nowhere. So that means he had something going on with him, right?
Yeah.
So Sugar Ray Leonard is more well off than he was when he was alive, evidently. He's more well off than Roberto Duran.
That's very true.
And this is a guy that had a fucking detached retina, retired from it, came back with no tune-up, fought Marvin Hagler, won, and then continued to fight. So don't tell me Billy Joe was thinking about his future. Go ahead, Bo. What else?
Oh, Stephen Smith's ear was completely off his fucking head.
Wasn't that against Jose Pedraza? I believe it was Jose Pedraza.
I thought it was Francisco. You might be right. I thought it was
no. You're right. Francisco
Vargas. Okay.
It's Francisco Vargas. There's that name again. Francisco Vargas. He had a broken orbital bone earlier against Takashi Miura. Then in his fight, he gave the damage to Stephen Smith and tore half the nigga's ear off his motherfucking head.
Sure did.
Right? Stephen Smith was actually pissed off. If you don't know who Stephen Smith is, he's the brother of Liam Smith, Callum Smith, and Paul Smith. He was pissed off that the referee stopped the fight while this nigga's ear was hanging off his motherfucking dome. He was pissed. That fight wasn't for unification. Hell, he wasn't guaranteed a possible unification after that. Hell, he wasn't guaranteed undisputed after that.
No.
Regular title fight. I believe it was a title fight.
Yep.
Yes, sir. He did, Andrew Maguire.
Sure
Yuri
did.
Foreman kept going. Look, now that we've weeded out the fuck boys and the pussies and the beta males, right? The people that actually like 10th place trophies and shit, right?
Participation trophies.
Participation trophies. Now that we weeded out them pussy bitch made motherfuckers, women and men, now we have the people in here that are left. There's quite a few. I'm surprised. We have the people that are left, and they're chiming in. If you know boxing, you know this is bullshit. You know this. It's not bullshit that Canelo won.
No.
It's bullshit that Billy Joe Saunders quit so easily.
Yeah. He didn't even do what Lamont Peterson really didn't even want to do. Hell, what he teach Kell Brooks about doing. He didn't even come out and immediately take one punch and motherfuckers way threw the towel in. He didn't even do that. Say what you want to say about Deontay Wilder. He was pissed that they stopped that fight. Pissed. Yep. He was getting beat from pillar to fucking post. Nigga was getting his blood licked and was pissed when they stopped the goddamn fight.
Right.
And this was a nigga that was shaking his ass, twerking and shit.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. Let me get to this one right here. My man Justin Jones said, bruh, but Canelo punches like a mule kick. Them other fighters wasn't fighting Canelo. I don't understand. What's your fucking point, Justin?
Yeah, for real. I don't get that one.
Billy Joe Saunders signed the fucking contract. So you're saying, let me put this back up here. So you're saying when a fighter gets in the ring and he feels that a fighter punches hard, he should quit? All right, Justin, me and you are in the street, right? We're fighting. I talked all this shit about you. Yeah, that nigga Justin Jones a bitch-ass nigga. I talked all this shit about you. Exactly, Andrew. I'm going to get him. I talked all this shit about you, Justin. And then you punch me in my motherfucking face, right? And I say, oh, shit, this nigga hits too hard. I'm done. I don't want to fight no more. Do you think that the people that see that fight should give me a pass?
That's a good point.
This is a street fight, sir. Which means nothing's on the line. All it is your ego versus my ego. That's it. But I said, man, this nigga punches like a mule kick. I'm not going to finish this fight. Hell no. Do you think the people who see this are going to say, we understand 2K. That nigga Justin Jones punches like a motherfucking mule kick, dog. No, nigga. They're going to say, nah, motherfucker, you a pussy. Get in there and fight that nigga, all that shit you was talking.
Yep.
That's what they're going to say. And this is just a street fight, Justin Jones. It should be worse that we are giving these fighters our money. That he bows out because his opponent punches like a mule kick. Stop making excuses for a quitter, man.
But I have a problem with what you said. You said Canelo hit like a mule kick. You're talking like somebody that don't know boxing. Nonito Donaire and Angel Acosta were the biggest punchers of their fucking division.
Yup. Angel Acosta is a bigger puncher at, listen what I'm saying, because dumb niggas are going to say, hey, wait a minute, he just said a 108-pounder is a bigger puncher than Canelo. Listen to what I'm saying. Angel Acosta is a bigger puncher in his division at light flyweight than Canelo is at 168. He is. Angel Acosta, I think the nigga went the distance one fight. and like 30 bouts or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
He went the distance one fight, bro. Angel Acosta is a much bigger puncher at 108. And understand, this is 108 pounds. Motherfuckers tell me all the time, I don't watch the little guys because them niggas is too little. They ain't got no power. But Angel Acosta shows you that that's bullshit. He's a bigger puncher at 108 than Canelo is at 168. And Kosei Tanaka didn't say, oh man, this motherfucker punches like a mule kick. Let me just bow out of the fight. No, he continued and won. Stop making excuses, man.
Right. Okay. Here's another one. And this ain't something where the chick took a bad beating. She just said, no, I'm not tapping out. Holly Holmes was in the chokehold and didn't tap out. She passed the fuck out. She didn't tap out. She just passed the fuck on out. She just passed the fuck on out. She didn't tap out. She just got passed the fuck on out.
Yep.
They had to stop the fight because she got choked out. She didn't tap. She let herself get choked the fuck out. Muhammad Ali had his jaw broken against Ken fucking Norton in the third round.
Oh yeah, that's fight. Fucking right. Muhammad Ali sitting there with a broken jaw again. An old Muhammad Ali at that. Not even a young. Billy Joe Saunders is young, fellas and ladies. Ooh. This is a old Muhammad Ali that had a broken jaw against Ken Norton.
Ooh.
Kept fighting. I don't know, man. I'm just too built as an alpha for these motherfuckers, bro. So are you. That's what the niggas that don't understand this are not alpha males, dog.
Hold on. Let me ask you niggas a question, because I say this all the time. The shit y'all say, I look at everything everybody says. And when I hear what you say, that tells me this is how you are in life, right? Okay?
Exactly, bro.
So basically, what I'm hearing is, y'all, whoever's saying this, if life hits you hard, you're quitting. That's what I'm hearing. Because life hits harder than Canelo fucking Alvarez. You don't believe me? Ask the next motherfucker on the street asking for his fucking change. Life has hit that nigga harder than Canelo Alvarez.
So this dude said Ken Norton was a mailman. Canelo is a pound for pound. This is what I'm talking about, bro. All right. I don't know. Let me say this.
Ken Norton is a former world
champion.
What the fuck is you talking about, man? The niggas in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of fucking Fame.
Do y'all see this comment? I have it on the.
The nigga's son played football and is in the Hall of Fame.
Everybody, look at this comment that I have on the screen.
Oh my God.
And this is what I'm talking about, man. He said Ken Norton was a mailman. So Ken Norton just wasn't shit in boxing. He was just a bitch. Journeyman. Gatekeeper. D-level fighter. But all of that is besides the point. This is a comment where it can go both ways, Bo. He might be saying Ken Norton was a mailman, Canelo's a pound for pound champ, so Billy Ho should have kept fighting. Or he's saying Ken Norton's a mailman, Canelo's a pound for pound fighter. That's why Billy Joe didn't fight on. I'm gonna go with the latter because I just like confrontation, right? What the fuck difference does it make if you don't think Ken Norton was a good fighter? That non-good fighter had a big enough punch to break the fucking jaw of his opponent. That right there, sir, is the reason why the whole situation was brought up. Doesn't matter how good you think fighter A was compared to fighter B when both of them were in fights where they critically hurt their opponent, right? Ken Norton being a mailman has no bearing on the fact that he broke Muhammad Ali's jaw and Muhammad Ali kept fighting. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, bro. So basically, if I go out there, Andrew said, Justin, you need Jesus. if I go out there, bro, and I fight two guys, and I fight one motherfucker that's known around the streets, right, as a nigga that whooped everybody's ass, right? And I fight another guy that is a guy that nobody knows. And I get injured in both fights and lose them both and walk out on both fights. Do you think I'm going to get criticized any less? For the fight of the guy that wasn't known as a fighter that was whooping everybody's ass? No, Actually, I'm going to get it worse by him. Because people are going to be like, man, nobody even knew this nigga and you walked out on that fight? You got your jaw broken, you walked out? This is taking Justin's statement that Ken Norton was a nobody. He was just a mailman, right? The reason why I'm using street fights as an example, because it's worse than prize fighting, y'all. There's nothing on the line. Motherfuckers gonna be like, nigga, you walked out. First of all, you got your jaw broken. I'm clowning you for that. Then I'm clowning you because you walked out on a guy, didn't finish the fight that nobody knows. I'm gonna get it worse. Exactly, the Texan. Chris Algieri should... If Billy Joe gets a pass for walking out on Canelo, Chris Algieri should got a pass for walking out on Ruslan Provodnikov. But he didn't walk out. He kept fighting. I think both his eyes were closed, or at least one was closed.
Oh, he was severely beaten the fuck up.
Yeah, was put down on the canvas a couple of times, I believe.
Yep.
And finished the fight and won. Tim Bradley should have bowed out of his fight against Ruslan Provodnikov. This nigga had permanent brain damage. That's why, listen, the Ruslan Provodnikov fight is the reason why Tim Bradley commentates as bad as he does.
Yep. Well, Bradley openly admitted after that fight he had a concussion for about 2 months.
I'm done here, man. I'm done here, bro. I have nothing else to say. At the end of the day, like I told you guys, you betas and shit, and you women, because you can't be beta women. That doesn't exist. But you women out there who like 10th place trophies and like participation awards, right? And are willing to side with a guy that who has obviously bamboozled you. And like I said, I'm mad for you guys because you're boxing fans who are giving these fighters your money. You deserve better. You deserve better. Like I said, this has nothing to do with Canelo winning, excuse me. It has everything to do with Billy Joe Saunders not continuing when he could have. When history shows that many of fighters have continued with the same injury or worse, with much less on the line on top of that. That's where the problem lies. And like I said earlier in the show, with unification on the line and possibly undisputed in the future for him, he could have at least given us one more round. One. If the going got too tough, take a knee. Take a knee.
That's it.
And let the ref count you out.
That's it.
I would have respected you much more than you not responding, or at least, let me say this, not giving the response that your trainer was trying to get from you. The trainer wanted you to continue. That's why he kept talking to him
he did.
Before waving the fight off.
Yes, the fuck he did.
His trainer wanted him to continue. And Billy Joe didn't give him the response he was looking for. Then he waved it off. I would have respected you much more if you would have just went out there in round 9, gave it your all, realized, yeah, this is too much, took a knee, let the ref count you out. I would have gave you much more respect, man. But quitting so easily like you did after you have admonished others for quitting in the same fashion, I'm not a dumb motherfucker. Hence why I'm a successful motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I can read between the lines easily. Easily. He bowed out of the fight because he made his money and said, I don't need to endure much more of this shit.
That's exactly what happened, bro.
Got my millions. I'm out of here. Billy Joe Saunders should never be taken seriously again as a professional boxer after this shit.
And just to give y'all a sort of a relationship type thing here, Billy Joe Saunders is cool with who? Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury had his eye cut wide the fuck open against Oda Wallen. Got pissed off and beat Oda Wallen for the next couple fucking rounds.
Hopefully Tyson Fury is a good enough friend to tell him. Or let me just say this, because I know what's going on. Tyson Fury is going to be like, got the money, mate. Right? That's what it's going to be. That's going to be their discussion. Hey, man, shit, you was beating that dude, but shit, you made your money. You didn't have to keep going. Fuck it. They only care about money.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
Oh, man, what's coming next for Billy Joe is depression. I'm depressed. Seriously. That nigga finna pull that nigga, don't be surprised that nigga pull a motherfucking, the Filipino Flash, nigga name, Ryan Garcia. Who happens to have a 1800 tequila commercial? Really?
Oh, I told y'all he was getting done in the booty hole. I told y'all. You can't get that type of fucking commercial. He's in Hollywood.
Nigga has not won a title. This nigga doing 1800.
He hasn't done shit in boxing. He beat Luke Campbell. And he's doing tequila 1800?
Who's the last motherfucker to do a commercial for them? Ray Liotta? What's the name?
Ray Liotta.
Yeah. Ray Liotta? What the fuck?
Ray Liotta's a bad motherfucker. Goodfellas all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Right? But Ryan Garcia ain't done shit. 1800. You know what that means. If y'all know all about Hollywood and the shit that goes on in Hollywood, you know that Ryan Garcia gave up the booty hole, man. That's how he got it. That's why he's depressed. I told y'all, man. I'm just saying, whatever, bro. What I say though, go ahead and listen to these other podcasts, right? And these other dumb motherfuckers out there that's never gonna give it to you straight. They're gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear. Go ahead and listen to them. Because like I said in the beginning of the show, I don't care about followers. I don't give a fuck, man. Followers come, they come. Hell, we got a bunch of followers on fucking Facebook and really only got like a little over 1,500 or 1,300. I don't count. I don't remember. On Instagram. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even think we got 1,000 on Twitter, but we got like 44,000 on Facebook. I don't care about followers. I care about people, real boxing fans. Actually, honestly, if you're a fan of a fighter, get off my page. Don't unfollow Three Kings if you're a fan of a fighter. If you're a fan of boxing, you can stay. Absolutely. I'm telling you this now. But if you understand the sport and you care about the sport, those are the people I want following us. The ones that care about the sport. Truly. The ones that are not afraid to call shit out, even when they like a fighter. Oh, I liked Guillermo Rigondeaux like a motherfucker, but when he quit against Vasyl Lomachenko, I called that shit out like a motherfucker.
That was it.
The videos are still on my channel. I called that out with no hesitation. And I liked Guillermo. It was getting to the point where if I had a favorite fighter, it was going to be either Andre Ward or Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's how much I was fucking with Rigo. And I had no problems calling it out.
Nope.
So if you like Billy Joe and you are reluctant to call this out, or at least even, you don't even have to call it out. If you can't even think on the other side of the spectrum that something like this could happen, get the fuck off my page and get out of my goddamn YouTube channel. Get out of my chat. Fuck out of here. I don't want you following us. Motherfuckers walking around here like sheep. That's why the world is the way it is today, Bo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Government tell you something, you immediately run and believe everything they fucking say. These same motherfuckers are in boxing. Motherfuckers are really walking around here thinking that Billy Joe, it's inconceivable for you dumb niggas out there, right? Because I know there's a lot listening. Basically, it's unheard of, or it doesn't make sense, right? To think that Billy Joe Saunders bowed out of this fight for money.
I don't understand how it's not. All you gotta do is look at what he did. The moment he was faced with adversity, that nigga said, all right, man, fuck it, I'm going.
Yeah.
Because if you believe you're winning the fight, you don't dip.
Exactly. At the very least, you can consider this motherfucker did that. Now you can go and say, I don't think he did it. I have no problem with that. But the people that are automatically like, no, he didn't do it. Fuck that. I hate you guys. You motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Because I don't give two shits about you. You're a beta male. Thinking it's inconceivable in the most corrupt sport in the world, nigga. Boxing is the most corrupt sport in the history of all sports. I don't know if there's a more corrupt sport. You UK cats, you got to tell me. You guys got to tell me if cricket and motherfucking rugby is more crooked than boxing. I don't know. You know, what's the other one? Lacrosse. Y'all got to tell me if that shit's more crooked than boxing. I don't know. But as it stands, from most sports enthusiasts and boxing enthusiasts, majority would agree that boxing is the most corrupt sport out there. And you're telling me it's inconceivable to believe that Billy Joe bowed out because he said, fuck it, I've already got my millions, don't need any more damage. Mm-hmm. Really? Exactly, Julio. The pussification of men. That's what we're seeing today, bro. That's what we're seeing.
That's what we're seeing, man.
Let's get some of these comments, man, before I get the fuck out of here, man. I'm pissed, nigga. I'm pissed because boxing has been bamboozled. I don't care about Canelo winning. Said he was going to win already. We said Canelo was going to win when this fight was signed. We already knew Canelo was going to win. So for your essays and shit that's going to come on here talking about, oh, ahora levato, you're fucking biased, way. Fucking Canelo, he whooped his fucking ass, ese. Fucking Mayate. He whooped his ass, ese. Before y'all niggas do that, I'm telling you, we had Canelo winning when the contract got signed. Me and Chris M, the dude that's on the comment up on the screen right now, me and him were going back and forth about Billy Joe and Caleb Plant. We weren't going back and forth because we thought either one of them niggas would win. We were going back and forth as to which one of these motherfuckers would actually do better in a loss against Canelo. I said Billy Joe would look better than Caleb Plant would against Canelo. But both of us agreed both of them niggas are losing.
Both of them.
I'll say it again. Canelo, go to 3kingsboxing.com. If you're on your phone, scroll all the way to the bottom past the articles. Look at the 3 Kings Boxing Top 10. Canelo Alvarez is number 1. If you're on your desktop, it's right there on the left of the screen. 3 Kings Boxing Top 10. Canelo's number 1. We don't think Canelo is a garbage ass fighter. He's the top fighter in boxing. So this has nothing to do with Canelo winning. You got to say it like 9 fucking times. There's a lot of dumb niggas out there, bro.
Yes, it's stupid, dog. It's a fucking headache because we told y'all Billy Joe could actually win the fight, but won't win the fight. This is what we was telling y'all.
Exactly.
We was telling y'all there's no way the judges, as per the fucking scorecards you're looking at, we was telling y'all there's no way the fucking judges is gonna give Billy Joe Saunders a victory on the scorecard if it goes 12. And the only scorecard close to what we said is the one in the middle. The other two motherfuckers had it. I'm almost willing to think them two niggas was texting each other.
Right.
Because they got the exact same goddamn scorecard.
There's no way you could have seen that, bro. I don't understand. Billy Joe. Whatever, bro.
I had it even too, by the way, after 8. But matter of fact, I told Prodigy, I said I had it even, but 77-75 for Canelo. That's not far-fetched. There's only one fucking round.
It's only one round away from how we had it.
That's it.
That's it. And I had no problem. I had no problem if somebody said Canelo was winning the fight with Tim Chetham's scorecard. No problem. I think Julio Ortega said that earlier. No problem with that. But 78, 74, nah, man. Billy Joe commanded much more than 78, 74.
Yes, he did.
Right? But again, I will say again, I still thought Canelo was going to win the fight. Even though I had it a draw after 8.
Mm-hmm.
I still thought Canelo was going to win the fight. Even on my scorecard, I still thought Canelo was going to pull out the fight. He's the better fighter. I thought he was still going to pull out the fight, even on my scorecard. So like I said, this is just about Billy Joe not finishing the fucking fight.
See, and that's actually not bad, Andre McGuire, because you had that one round where it could have went that way.
It's a 1-round swing. Nothing wrong with that. Chris Mannix had it like he had like Billy up 3 rounds.
Wow,
Chris Mannix.
Man,
I didn't agree with that.
No.
But he had Billy up 3 fucking rounds. He had Billy in control of this fight after round 4.
Yeah, he did. He had
he had Billy up 3-2 after round 5.
5.
He had Billy in control after round 5, up 3 rounds to 2. I didn't agree with that, but that's how Chris Mannix saw it. So it's not out of the ordinary to think Billy Joe was winning this fight, which leads right back to what I was saying. He should have gave us at least 1 more round.
And these were the championship rounds he was going into.
Yep.
That's the sad part, y'all.
Yep.
These were the championship. Billy Joe Saunders was in a corner with his eye fucked up. And I'm going to say it again. If you know you're winning the fight, fighters can feel when they're winning a fight.
Yep.
Right? They can feel when a fight is close. But when you tell me what you know you're up against, just like Regan Dial, right? Remember when he said what he was up against? Remember that, y'all? Hell, as a matter of fact, in that very fight, we saw a nigga pull another Ivan Redcash moment and was getting booed.
Yeah, Nagy Aguilera against Frank Sanchez. Yep.
Yeah. But when you tell me what you up against, when you make fun of motherfucker, you make fun of, when you talk to trash, you would say, fuck Canelo. I don't give a fuck about Canelo. I'm here to win. Give a fuck about Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say the shit Billy Joe Saunders have said. Get in that ring. Face adversity.
Exactly.
Going into the championship rounds and then quit in the fucking corner. Let me say this one more time. If you live life and you're out here on your fucking grind in these goddamn streets, you are busting your back. You're sweating blood because you're taking care of your fucking family and your responsibilities. You don't let adversity fuck you up. You do not say, I'm done. And that's what Billy Joe Saunders fucking did. And the worst part about it, y'all paid to watch him fucking do it. And that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem when I'm out here every fucking day. And no matter what, I do this 3 Kings boxing. I do this fucking podcast. My man can call me 1, 2, 3, whatever. I'm on the fucking phone. And then watch Billy Joe Saunders face adversity in a gladiator goddamn sport whose son is punching niggas in the balls and shit.
Yeah, he did that to William Monroe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then quit in the ring when he got faced with adversity.
Yep.
We cannot excuse that shit. It is real men or fucking die. I'm sorry. Y'all could get mad at me. Y'all could say, Bo, you don't understand. I don't have to have had my orbital bone broken to talk this kind of shit. But I can tell. But
we've never been through. I mean, that's the thing, dog. Like
exactly, dog.
That's the thing, though. And shout out to my man 78 Sports TV. Put $5 on it. He said, "I thought Billy Joe quit when times got hard." Exactly. Exactly. That's what it was. Billy Joe's never been in a fight, right, where it was difficult like that, where he's been put through adversity. He had a close fight against fucking Chris Eubank Jr. He won the fight by split decision, I believe. But it was a split decision that he deservedly won. I didn't think Chris Eubank Jr. won that fight at all. But Billy Ho wasn't going through adversity like he did after that one uppercut from Canelo.
No.
It's exactly what the fuck happened, man.
Oh, damn, I forgot one, dog. George Groves tore his shoulder and finished the motherfucking fight against Chris Eubanks Jr.
Oh my God, man. This is just ridiculous, man.
In that watered down Super 6 tournament.
Yep.
Hell, the nigga with the one leg that fought Charlo.
Oh, Hugo Centeno Jr.
Yeah, the nigga with the one leg.
One fucking leg.
And kept fighting.
Sergio Martinez, this nigga was in a hover round, nigga, going to the ring.
Hell yeah.
Fought Miguel Cotto in a hover round and shit.
Yeah. But he tore his knee against Chavez Jr. prior to that and finished the motherfucking fight.
Right.
So
George Adams, well done to Canelo. Well done to Canelo.
Right.
Not Billy Joe. Well done to Canelo.
But that's what I'm understand something, man. Okay. We say this all the time. No, I don't have to have my Audubon broken, right? To know that there were days. I mean fucking days. Weeks I woke up with my back hurting. Could not take the time off I needed to let my fucking body heal. Went to work every fucking day, spent my last $200 to buy my kids Christmas fucking presents.
Mm-hmm.
With my back hurting like a motherfucker, and still did baseball with my goddamn son with a fucked up back. You gotta have my orbital bone broken to know what kind of shit I've been through and sacrificed.
Like I said, those are one-dimensional thinkers. They see what they see. The majority of people you talking to, Bo, are not athletes, bro. That's what you're not understanding. They're not athletes, or they're failed athletes. They weren't good at what they did. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go as far as you did, Bo, in wrestling and boxing, right? They didn't go as far as I did in boxing and basketball. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sitting there playing, nigga. I'm hooping and shit. My motherfucking ankle literally gets twisted all the way back, nigga. My ankle did a 180. My ankle did a motherfucking 180. Still scored 26 in that game. I didn't have 20 yet when my ankle did a 180.
George Adams, get the fuck out of here, man. Have respect. Hey, he didn't have respect for Carol Brooks or Daniel DeBoer when it happened to them. So get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, shut up. Hey, George, get your beta male out of here, nigga.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, George Adams. Have some respect, but he didn't have no respect for Daniel DeBose. But I'm supposed to respect him? Happy Mother's Day, George Adams, bitch. Goodbye. Shout out to 78 Sports TV, put $5 more on it. He said, let's not forget, Ali had a broken jaw the whole fight. Wilder versus Fury 2, Yuri Foreman versus Cotto. We talked about all those except Wilder versus Fury 2. Wilder was getting the dog shit.
No. I mentioned that one. I said Wilder didn't. He was pissed off when they stopped
the fight. Exactly. He was mad when Mark Green stopped the fight. He's like, yeah, and we're all watching it like, dang, he's getting this shit beat out of him. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about Ali and fucking Ken Norton. Oh yeah, we went over that. And 78, a motherfucker came in the chat talking about Ken Norton was a mailman. Not knowing Ken Norton's a former champion in the Hall of Fame. Didn't know that. These dudes are stupid, bro. Oh yeah, he like men, dog. He do. A lot of these beta males like men. I'm actually impressed by how many motherfuckers I didn't have to block.
Yeah.
On Facebook and YouTube, bro. I'm impressed. I haven't went back and looked at what niggas are saying on Facebook yet, outside of this chat. But I've only blocked, 2 people on this whole fucking show, maybe 3. I'm impressed. That means the type of people I want watching this show are watching.
Yep. My man Andrew McGuire, man, respect. He even came back.
He came back. He sure did.
He even came back.
Word up, Andrew.
We talk bad shit to him.
Andrew got my respect.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Shit don't make no fucking sense. I want to read a comment, man. A couple people hit the PayPal, man. Shout out to all y'all that hit the PayPal. But there's a particular comment from my man Robert Andrews who hit the PayPal. He said, life hits harder than fucking Canelo Alvarez. Isn't that what you said earlier, Bo?
Yes, I did. God damn.
Damn, bro. Motherfuckers is with it. Motherfuckers is with it, man. Andrew McGuire said there was a heavyweight fight 7 years ago where the guy was taking damage to his head and his head looked fucked up. Think the team should not had stopped it, but he finished the fight. But he's not able to walk. You're talking about Magomed Abdusalamov.
Yes, the guy that fought Mike Perez, right?
We fought Mike Perez. Oh yeah, we boxing encyclopedias over here, Andrew. I know you talking about.
Yep, that fucked Mike Perez up.
That fucked Mike Perez up. Mike Perez had a draw, I think, against Bryant Jennings after that fight or some shit. Or he lost to Bryant Jennings, one or the other. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mike Perez, yeah, he was on his way until he put Magomed Abdusalamov in a motherfucking wheelchair, and that nigga's been fucked up ever since.
Sure, yep.
Now he did get into shape. He got into shape. He's at cruiserweight right now, but he ain't really fighting.
No.
Yeah, I remember that because Abdusalamov was undefeated. He was fucking niggas up too, and Mike Perez busted that ass, and he can't walk or talk. He's stuck in a wheelchair. It's kind of like Pritchard Colon.
Yeah,
but you don't hear about Abdusalamov's story because he's Russian, but it's literally the same thing with him. Mm-hmm. Him and Pritchard Colon are going through the same thing.
Yep. Didn't Dadashev have wasn't he didn't
he died?
Yeah, but he died. But prior to him dying, he took a bad beating in that fight. His eye was swollen up, I believe, too, in that fight.
Well, he got beat by Subriel Mateus.
Yeah, yep.
That's the same cat that beat Iceman Malik Hawkins.
Sure is.
So Subriel Mateus actually, you know, he didn't mean to, but he's his punches were responsible for Maxim Dadashev's death.
Yep.
Right.
And Dadashev was pissed off that Buddy McGirt stopped the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
He was mad Buddy McGirt stopped that fight.
But see, he didn't have any problems until after the fight, though, with Dadashev. Yeah. He was walking back to the locker room and fell down, and she was complaining about a headache. Mm-hmm. Then he fell down. Then he went unconscious, never woke up. That's what happened to Dadashev. So his situation was after the fight, not so much during.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm done, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna chop this motherfucker up. There's a lot of niggas need to know. There's a lot of pussy ass niggas out there, right? That heard one thing and said, "I'm done with this shit." These fucking these alpha males. I hate alpha. So remind me how much of a bitch I really am.
Yo, yeah. I hope y'all enjoy you enjoy your Mother's Day dinner, niggas.
Exactly, nigga. Actual fact said I was there. That fight, he collapsed out the ring a bit coming down the steps. Yeah. That sounds a little bit better. Actual facts talking about Maxim Dadashev. Right. I knew it was something to that effect. Right. All right, man. Y'all know what to do. The people that are here, I appreciate y'all listening to that rant. Y'all got my respect. The ones that are here. If you ain't here, even if you've been following me, man, y'all better check that playback. Because if I see you on Tuesday, I'm going to call you out. Hey, I didn't see you on Saturday. I don't give a fuck if you've donated before or not. I don't ask niggas to donate. I'm going to be like, hey, I didn't see you on Saturday. What happened? Better have a good excuse. But the people that are here, y'all got my respect. You beta male motherfuckers and you women that like 10th place trophies, do not go to 3kingsboxing.com, your source for pure, unadulterated boxing information. But you're going to go there anyway. But I'm telling you, as the owner, don't go there. I don't want you around me. You're not going to stop my money flow. I don't want you around me. Don't go there. For you ones that understand logic, that can understand a second or an opinion from the opposite side of the spectrum based on logic, even if you disagree with me, The fact that you heard it, you have my respect. The fact that you listened, you have my respect. All of you out there that understand logic and understand a plausible, very probable, non-impossible, non-inconceivable situation where Billy Joe said, fuck it, I've got my money. I will not take any more damage. Go to 3kingsboxing.com for your source of pure, unadulterated boxing information. Come back to this podcast every Tuesday and Friday. I think we might be doing Saturdays as well. That might be locked in. I don't know yet, but we might be doing it going forward. Every motherfucking Tuesday, Friday, possibly Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Pacific. Shout out to my man Hamza Malik, put $5 on it. He said, appreciate y'all for keeping it real. We appreciate you for sticking around, being a real motherfucking supporter, dog. Not a pussy-ass beta male or a fan of a particular fighter. Go to Twitter. Hit us up there at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, Facebook.com/3kingsboxing. Real supporters of boxing, not beta males and people that like 10th place trophies. None of y'all, don't go there. Don't go to any of those places I said. If you're following, unfollow. If you're subscribed, unsubscribe. If you're a beta male or you're somebody who likes 10th place trophies, unsubscribe. And happy Mother's Day to you bitch ass beta males. We out this motherfucker.